Hello, welcome to my first video. Today, what we are gonna look into is a small project regarding DevOps Lifecycle. Okay, so this will be our objective. Where it is, let me open. Yeah, let's make it very simple. Let's create everything in this presentation itself. So, I literally want to bring all the stuff that we process and the tools which we use in DevOps lifecycle. So I will be using uh, Linux as my environment because that is the best way you can learn end to end. Okay, of course, Windows is also a best choice, but when you are actually working on with a server, which should be lightweight, okay, easily readable, and there should be uh, zero downtimes. So everything, everywhere, Linux is the best choice. Okay, so we'll talk about Linux in deeper in the coming videos. But for now, let's start with install step-by-step procedure. That's saying I want to install CentOS in my Windows PC. Okay, starting with VirtualBox. Okay, so we are going to make a SOE kind of what the it's like a environment. Okay, let's create a virtual environment where we can set up this CentOS. Okay, so let's see step by step. So first thing here we are going to do is we are going to install a VirtualBox. Then we are going to run CentOS in it. Okay, setup network. Okay, after that we'll see what kind of project we are going to deal that supports DevOps lifecycle. Okay, okay, then let's get into work. So I have installed VirtualBox here. I mean, downloaded VirtualBox here. CentOS. This R I have downloaded from. Well, let me show you. You can use this link, VirtualBox. Okay, you can directly download from this, and for CentOS, you can simply type CentOS here. This will take you to this website. Okay, the CentOS main website. From here, if you go to the download section, you will see 10th version and 9th version. But now I am choosing the 9th version. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, hope everything is going through. Okay, okay, Bunny. Yeah, okay, for now, let's keep as it is. Let the download complete. Okay, you can note this down, or you can find the link in the description. I will add it so that you can have a copy of this notes as well. So VirtualBox is a free open source virtualization software. It is developed by Oracle, and this allows you to run multiple operating systems on a single computer as virtual machines. Okay, so in this Windows OS, I can add multiple OSs, okay, which can be again can be Windows, can be Mac, can be Linux. Okay, so you can run multiple OS in this Windows OS itself and make a proper use of it for different operations. Okay, so why VirtualBox is it's free and open source. I love open source platforms, and it is available on every single cross platform. That is, it is available on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and it can be tested without affecting on your main system. I mean, any kind of test you want to run, you can use this without any uh, obstructions. And yeah, we you can save and restore VM states, virtual machine states. You can save it as a snapshots, which is one of the best features as well. So do we have alternatives for this, to create these kind of virtual machines? Yes, we have. We have VMware, we have Hyper-V, we have KVM, we have Parallels. Okay, so these works differently according to the company's requirement or individual's requirement. If you are looking at the enterprise scale, most of them will use VMware. Okay, for few companies which need which it again, it completely depends on people's comfort. Okay, if they are, if the main developer of the main admin, and if the main architecture of the company is IT, uh, that is requiring VirtualBox, then people will choose a VirtualBox. It's according to the needs and according to the features. We cannot expect every small feature to be available on every um, these kind of virtualization softwares. Every team will develop differently. The sub features, the small features will be available in VMware, which will not be available in VirtualBox. It works that way. So for now, my choice is VirtualBox, but the whole concept here is same. We are trying to create a virtualization software. Using this virtualization software, we are trying to create a virtual machine. Okay, it doesn't matter if you use VirtualBox, VMware, Hyper-V, KVM, Parallels. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the installation part now. So let's open this. Yeah, so here I am giving it as CentOS. If you see, as soon as I type it as CentOS, VirtualBox identified that the person is trying to create a Linux environment and subtype is Red Hat, obviously because CentOS um, is related to Red Hat. It's the family tree is from the Red Hat. Okay, so yeah, I have this downloaded here. Okay, so let's do. It's okay, let's keep it like this. I want to give base memory of let's say 2 GB only. 2 GB RAM I am giving and 1 CPU I am giving. That's is sufficient. Okay, and the hard disk size, let's give it as 25. Okay, and here are the details. Finish. So if we are trying to create this, let's see what are the errors we are getting. So the more errors we get, the more we learn. Okay, okay, mount and try this, test this media and install OS stream 9. Invalid EMI header warning errors. Yeah, it's trying to create. Let's see, let's wait for the initialization. Oh, this is recording. Yeah, this is recording. Okay, so we'll see about Linux in the upcoming classes. Maybe I will be the one taking it or some other person. We have pretty much we have one of the best admin already available with us. So he might be taking the class or I will. Okay. So our intention is to okay. So if you see it is asked me to capture is nothing if I am trying to move the cursor into the virtual box because this is virtual environment already. So it is asking me to cap. Okay. So if you see that I am into this India. Okay. I want to. Okay. Let's see. It is the error is coming and again it is coming out. Okay. So we'll talk about that. Let's see. Let's not waste any time. Let's try no disks selected. Let me give the root password. Let me create a user as well. Let me make myself as admin. Okay. Let's see if we are getting any errors. It's trying to create the OS. Let it run. Again, it depends on your RAM speed and CPU speed. Okay, if it is taking any time, don't worry. The installation still will continue. Okay. Yeah, so the Linux sessions will be taken by me or some other person. So our intention is to is not first is not to go through deep dive, but to explain you the concepts in the corporate level and also in the situational scenarios level. Okay, so if you are the best learning method is to have it in a situational scenarios. Okay, so it's pretty much okay if you are learning straight, but if you are learning anything in the situational manner, say this situation is occurred but we didn't see this situation anyway any time before. So if you are trying to learn through that, trust me, you will remember that concept your whole life. Okay, so we'll see that kind of learning method here. Okay, let me fast forward it so that you guys don't have to sit tight. Okay. Great, great. So we have successfully installed it. Now let's see. Let's run some initial commands. Let's see if you, if you are able to make it work. Let me give my password. Lock. Okay, it's loading. Right. Mm, Okay. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay, we are seeing 1.0 used. Oh, okay. Memory 1.1G used. Okay, great. Everything is working perfectly as of now. Okay, okay. If you see, we are created in VirtualBox. This is the name and chassis. This is the name. Machine ID, boot ID, architecture 64 bits, and then it is the kernel version. Great. So everything is perfect so far. Let's see how we can create set up the network for it to access through there will be a tool where uh, say let's say you don't want any other person to interact with the OS directly, but you can give them access to the terminal just like this terminal. Okay, so you can give make a create a user for him and grant access to this so that he can do all the operations without even touching the OS directly. Okay, to be on the safer side, most of the companies use this. Okay, and the connection that they create with that software to this OS directly is through SSH. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a bit. For now, this is the installation part we have done so far. Okay, and before closing this, let's see uh, why what let's see a bit about CentOS. Okay, so let me add these as well in the presentation so that you can go through. Okay, let me okay, let me create another new slide. So this is about CentOS. So it is related to RHEL family, Red Hat Linux family itself, and enterprise wise, yes, it supports great stability, security, and but most of the companies choose RSGL, and that is license based. But to run most because this is came from the same family, so it supports most of the operations that Red Hat also supports. Okay, and this has great community. This is really CentOS has a great community. If you are going through any troubles, you can go through that community to find the solutions. And yes, it is compatible with RHEL as I said before. And alternatives are Debian servers and Oracle servers, obviously. Like I said before, also we'll get to this Linux part completely in our next videos. For now, you can take this as a notes, because so far we have covered VirtualBox running CentOS, and next we have to set up a network. Okay, so we'll get onto this. For now, this what we covered so far. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, have a great day ahead. Thank you.